箇所。ナモミダ仏。ナモミダ仏。ナモミダ仏。ナモンダナモンダ仏。ナモンダ仏。ナモンダ仏。ナモンダ仏。ナモンダ仏。ナモンダ。
Hi everyone, welcome to TSDBT's YouTube service. Today we will chant Juseige, which you will find in page 57 in the Blue Service book. And together we will recite the three treasures, which you will find in page 106 in the Blue Service book. And we will have a Dharma talk in English by Reverend Master Mace. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you to everyone who helped the backchain clinic. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Buddha. 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 Namo Amida Buddha.
Gagon Chosegan Ishimu Jodo Shigan Fumanzok Seifu Joshogak Gahomu Fuidai Seishu Fusai Shobingu Seifu Joshogak Gashi Jobundo Myosho Chojipo Kukyomi Shomon Seifu Joshogak Ryokujin Shonen Joeshu Bongyo Shigumu Jodo Isho Tenin Shi Jinriki Daiko Fushomu Saido Shoujo Sankumyo Kosai Shuyakunan Kaihi Chiegen Meshi Konmoan Heisoku Shoakudo Tsudan Zen Shumon Kosojo Manzok Iyorojipo Nichigan Shujuki Tenkon Fugen Ishu Kaihozo Koseku Dokuho Jodai Shuju Seppo Shishiku Kuyoi Saibun Kusoku Shutoku Ho Ganne Shinjoman Tokui Sangayo 女文無下し、自然未不詳、願学へり、都市最小尊、志願や国家、大戦の感動、国書天に、東珍妙慶。ナマンナブナマンナブナマンナブナマンナブ願にしく読、平等性祭、道本菩提心、往生ナモミダ仏。
ナモアミダ仏。
ナモミダ仏。
ナモアミダ仏。
ナモミダ仏。
ナモアミダ仏。
ナマンダ、ナマンダ、ナマンダ、ナマンダ、ナマンダ仏。ナマンダ仏。ナマンダ仏。
Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human form. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and become aware of his supreme teaching. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depths of his doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in the light of harmony, in the spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namo Amida Butsu.
Hello, everyone, and please join me in Gassho as I read two quotes from the Kyogo Shinsho, the magnum opus of Shinran Shonin. Contemplating true and real Shinjin, I find there is the one thought moment. The one thought moment expresses the ultimate brevity of the instant realization of Shinjin and manifests the vast, inconceivable mind of joyfulness. The word here in the passage from the larger sutra means that sentient beings, having heard the Buddha's vow arose, its origin and fulfillment, are altogether free of doubt. This is to hear. Shinjin is Shinjin, that is directed to the beings through the power of the primal vow. Joy is expressed gladness in the body and the mind. Even includes both many and few. One thought moment, because Shinjin is free of doubt and double-mindedness. One thought moment is used. It is the mind that is single. The mind that is single is the true cause of birth in the pure, fulfilled land. When we realize the diamond-like true mind, we transcend crosswise the paths of the 5 courses and 8 hindered existences, unfailingly gain the 10 benefits in the present life. What are these 10? The benefit of being protected and sustained by unseen powers. The benefit of being possessed by supreme virtue. The benefit of our karmic evil being transformed into good. The benefit of being protected and cared for by all Buddhas. The benefit of being praised by all the Buddhas. The benefit of constantly protected by the light of the Buddha's heart. The benefit of having great joy in our hearts. The benefit of being aware of Amida's benevolence and all the responding gratitude in his virtue. The benefit of constantly practicing great compassion. And the benefit of entering the stage of the truly settled. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namanda Buddha. Namanda Buddha. Namanda Buddha. Namanda Buddha. So today, actually right now, as we speak, it's a special day at Tri-State Denver Buddhist Temple. This is one of the first days in over a year that we've had a lot of people in the temple. In fact, there's a ton of people in the temple right now. And that's because as I speak, as I'm giving this Dharma talk, there are people giving the Moderna vaccine in the gym. We're having a giant vaccine clinic and helping everyone start returning back to normal as we defeat the COVID-19 virus. So I had to sit back and think, how can I make vaccine and Buddhism come together? And I started asking, what is the vaccine for us Buddhists, for us Jodo Shinshu Buddhists? And I realized Shinjin is the vaccine. Shinjin is the vaccine for life. So part of that thought was, what does the vaccine mean to everyone? And in a lot of ways, the vaccine is a selfish act. I'm being selfish and I'm doing this for me, because by getting the shot in my arm, I am now protected from the COVID-19 virus. I am no longer concerned about the coronavirus hurting me, and I'm able to live my life in a more normal manner. So in that manner, it's a very selfish act. But at the same time, it's not necessarily a very selfish act. Because when I become vaccinated, I no longer pose a threat to other people. So since I can't have coronavirus, I can't give it to Reverend Amida. Since Reverend Amida is vaccinated, he can't give coronavirus to me. So in this very selfish act, I then protect other people. So I had to think about this from a Jodo Shinshu perspective. What is like this? And I said, Shinjin is like this. I don't think that me getting Shinjin makes other people have Shinjin, and yet me having Shinjin helps other people have Shinjin. And that's the reason I read the passage I did today. So Shinjin, the entrusting heart, the absolute knowledge of your birth in the land of bliss, in the pure land of Amida Buddha. And so the first quote I read, contemplating true and real Shinjin, I find there is the one thought moment, The one thought moment expresses the ultimate brevity of the instant of the realization of Shinjin and manifests the vast, inconceivable mind of joyfulness. So I think the key word in this quote is brevity. Brevity. The fleeting nature of Shinjin. So once someone has Shinjin, once someone has the true interesting heart in saying the Nembutsu and knowing your birth is settled, there's a moment you know it and your eyes are open. But we are not the Buddha. So it's like hitting a save spot in a game. You're there forever. Once you have Shinjin, you always have Shinjin. You don't lose your Shinjin. But you're only aware of it for that one thought moment. That exact moment where I turn and say, I cannot achieve birth of my own merit and of my own works, but rather only through the great compassion and wisdom of Amida Buddha. And so it happens, and boom, eyes are open, eyes are closed. That one thought moment, that absolute brief moment. And we don't know when it's going to happen. So we say Namo Amida Butsu, but we do know it's going to happen, so that's not a big stress. So much like that one moment that the shot goes in your arm, just like Shinjin, goes in the arm, and you don't have to worry about it. Just like Shinjin. One thought moment, brevity. It's fleeting, and yet it's forever. It's the duality and nature of Shinjin. So, I've got Shinjin. I've got the vaccine to this life, to this world, to the pain and suffering that is this world. What does that give me? Shinran writes, single-heartedly practice saying the name alone, and that gives you Shinjin. And then he breaks down the 18th vow, and this is based on the fulfillment passage of the 18th vow. The word here in the passage from the larger sutra means that sentient beings have heard the Buddha's vow arise, its origin and its fulfillment. They have heard the sutra and they've heard the calling of Amida's vow. They've heard the Namu portion of Namo Amida Butsu, the commanding calling of Amida. Come and take refuge in this infinite ocean of compassion and the Dharma storehouses that are thrown wide open that you become part of when you say Namo Amida Butsu. This one thought moment, because Shinjin is free of double-mindedness, the one thought moment is used, that moment where you know that you are not capable, but Amida is there for you. So you say Namo Amida Butsu. So of these 10 benefits, some are less visible to us as foolish beings. If we were fully enlightened beings, we would know that we are being protected and cared for by all the Buddhas, and we are being praised by all the Buddhas, because all the Buddhas praise Amida's name. They all say Namo Amida Butsu. But for us, I think the one that really hits home is 7 and 8. The benefit of having great joy in our hearts. And the benefit of being aware of Amida's benevolence and his responding gratitude to his virtue. When you say Namo Amida Butsu, I dare you to try to do it angry. I dare you to try to be unhappy and say Namo Amida Butsu. Because when you're saying Namo Amida Butsu and you're saying it from here, and you're letting your heart call out, Namo Amida Butsu. Please, Amida, hold me. You feel the joy that comes from that knowledge that Amida is opening the merit storehouse for you. And so much like the vaccine protects me from giving other people the virus, Shinjin and the vow, the Namo Amida Butsu, glows through me and helps Amida's light shine to other people. So it is not my workings, but Amida's workings working through me. Namo Amida Butsu. Having that great joy in our hearts is the herd Shinjin, like herd immunity, but the herd Nembutsu, coming and shining out from all of us. This doesn't stop me from being greedy, angry, or ignorant. I won't become a better person for it. But the light of Amida will shine through me. Namo Amida Buddha. When we realize the diamond-like true mind, we transcend crosswives the paths of the 5 courses and 8 hindered existences, and unfailingly gain the 10 benefits in this present life. We gain these 10 benefits because we stop looking at ourselves as the answer. And we look outside of ourselves and we see the world as it truly is. And part of this Shinjin, part of seeing this world as it truly is to see that everyone is in pain like we are, that the truth of existence is suffering, and that everyone wants to be happy like you are. And so the joy of the settlement, the knowledge of your birth in the Pure Land, the benefit of entering the stage of the truly settled, the 10th benefit, that we can sit down and relax and look and see other people and realize, see them more truly as they are, as we see ourselves more truly as we are, and know that they have the same worries, sadnesses, wants, desires, greed, anger, ignorance that we have, the kleshas that keep us, the bono that defines us, is true for them too. And the joy that the Nembutsu brings us hopefully allows us to see them as they are and give them the compassion that we so desire. Namo Amida Butsu. So, take your vaccine of Shinjin. Take your vaccine for COVID. Allow us to make this world a better place that we can all be together. I want to give you all a hug. I'm sorry, I'm a hugger. And I can't wait for that day to happen. So I want to say thank you in the deepest gratitude I can have for everyone that's here right now at the temple. Even though no one will see this till this is over. That's giving shots to people that aren't vaccinated yet, to the people who were brave enough to be vaccinated, to walk in here and say, I'm not only going to protect myself, but I'm going to protect everyone else in my community around me. Everyone that has fear right now, that's okay. We all do. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. And if you're scared, contact me and I'll talk to you, because you'll be okay. And we'll say Namo Amida Butsu together. Please bow your head in reverence as I read the Gobunsho, Shonen Ichiru, composed by Renyo Shonen. Shonen Ichiru no gon kanke no omumuki wa Shinjin no motte honto serare soro. Sono yue wa moro moro no zogyo wa nagesutette Isshin ni mida ni kimyo soreba Fukashigi no ganriki to shite Buten no kata yori ojo wa jijo sashime tamo Sono kurai o ichinen poki nyu shoujo shiju tomo shakushi Sono ue no shomyo nen Buddha nyorai waga ojo wo sadame tamaishi Gon hojin no nen Buddha kokoro bekinari Anakashi ko Gasho Namo Amida Butsu Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.